Hello everyone, welcome once again. In this video we'll look into overall course content. Overall learning is divided into four parts and these are part 1 selling options, part 2 option selling strategies, part 3 market analysis and lastly part 4 let us put our best foot forward. Before we move into more granular details of the course, I would like to quote one of the inspiring quotes from Philip Fisher, which goes as the stock market is filled with individuals who know the price of everything but the value of nothing. In part 1, we'll be covering following topics: the option selling to get consistent month on month returns, volume and liquidity, introduction to future options, introduction to options, advantages of buying versus selling option 1, advantages of buying versus selling 2, OTM, ATM and ITM, span margin, volatility, and finally delta. In part 2, we'll be covering following topics: right options to sell, different factors, tip for selecting the right option to sell, naked position, spreads, the bull call spread, the butterfly spread, the diagonal spread, recommended spreads, recommended spread vertical credit spread, recommended spread short strangle, recommended spread the ratio credit spread, key points of all the recommended spreads, and finally risk management. In part 3 we'll be covering following topics: how to pick right option to sell, different factors, key fundamentals of selected market, how to build your selling portfolio. Lastly, in part 4 we'll be covering following topics: how to avoid the mistakes new option sellers make, FAQs, a recap of entire course. We strongly suggest do not skip any video. In case you are unable to get concept properly, revisit video again and again. Part 2 is very important as we'll be discussing strategies with examples that you can mirror for your returns month on month. Let's close this video by an insightful quote from George Soros: the market generally are unpredictable, so that one has to have different scenario. The idea that you can actually predict what is going to happen contradicts my way of looking at the market. Thank you very much. Once again, happy learning.